Hey folks, buckle up cause this one's a real eye-opener. Imagine kicking the bucket in a house that's cleaner than a whistle, with fresh coffee brewing and cookies on the counter like you're expecting company any second. But nope, no one shows up. Not kids, not grandkids, not even the nosy neighbor. That's what happened to Alina, a spry 78-year-old grandma from Texas. She was discovered after days alone, slumped by her spotless kitchen table, barely hanging on from dehydration. The mail guy noticed the pileup and called the cops. They busted in and found her house pristine. No dust bunnies, cabinets organized like a pro, family pics everywhere, and a landline that hadn't buzzed in months. But here's the kicker. It wasn't empty 'cause she was unloved. It was 'cause her perfect home had no vibe for real life. As a home health guru with 20-plus years helping seniors declutter and stay sane, I've seen this tons. Millions of elders keep houses tidy, but unintentionally chase family away with stuff that's more museum than cozy nest. Today, we're spilling the tea on 7 sneaky items that seem harmless but build invisible walls. Stick around, these tips aren't just save your space, they'll flood your home with love and laughs. If your heart's racing already, hit subscribe for more real talk on keeping your pad fresh without the lonely blues. Alina's wake-up call made her scan her place like a detective show her own mystery. The doc said her setup was too perfect, and boy, was he right. That house screamed memories but whispered stay away. In my experience, a clean home is great for health. Less allergens mean better breathing, easier movement cuts fall risks. But if it's too rigid, it tanks mental health by amping up isolation. Let's dive into the first offender. The shrine of what used to be. First up, that wall of fame, picture this. A whole living room side covered in dusty old diplomas from Alina's nursing school days back in the groovy 70s, faded wedding snapshots, where she's rocking that bell-bottom dress with her hubby grinning like they just won the lottery, and yellowed newspaper clippings about her community awards, all jammed together like a chaotic scrapbook exploded on the plaster. It's not just decor, it's a fortress of remember when. That sucks the oxygen out of any fresh convo. Take Alina's granddaughter Lily, this bubbly 12-year-old with her phone full of viral dances. She'd swing by for a quick hug, plop down for a sec, but after 5 minutes of Gran launching into tales of disco nights and typewriter triumphs, Lily'd fidget and bail with a polite, "Gran, your stories are cool and all, but they're like ancient history stuff from before I even existed. Can we talk about something nowish?" Oof, that stung Alina right in the feels. It dawned on her, this pride wall wasn't celebrating life. It was a sneaky time capsule, trapping everyone in yesterday's glory and leaving zero room for today's giggles or tomorrow's plans. As a home health whiz who's coached dozens of fabulous seniors through reorganizing their spaces, think of me as the Marie Kondo for golden years, but with more dad jokes. I always say don't torch the memories. Nah, that's not the vibe. Instead, cherry-pick one absolute fave. Maybe that wedding photo where you're both laughing mid-cake smash and one shiny award that screams I rocked it. Pop those on a sleek shelf or frame a minimalist style. The rest. Digitize them into a snazzy online album. Apps like Google Photos make it a breeze. No tech wizardry needed. Or tuck 'em snug in a slim, labeled box under the bed, easy access for nostalgic flips without the visual overload. This simple swap frees up those walls like opening a window on a stuffy day. Inviting in fresh art from local markets, grandkid doodles that turn into family masterpieces, or even blank space for breathing room that makes the whole room feel alive and welcoming. And here's the juicy pro tip from my toolbox. Less stuff on display means way less dusting drama, fewer allergens floating around, which boosts lung health big time for us older folks. Cutting down on sneezes, wheezes, and even those pesky respiratory flare-ups that sneak up with age. Studies back it up. Decluttering like this slashes stress hormones, sharpens focus so you can enjoy hobbies without overwhelm, and even improves sleep by creating a calmer vibe at home. Mentally, it's a game changer. reduces anxiety from clutter chaos that can feel like mental fog, especially for seniors juggling memories and meds, and sparks a sense of accomplishment that lifts your mood like a warm hug. Physically, it means safer navigation, no tripping over frames, better air quality to fend off allergies or asthma, and more energy for what matters, like chasing grandkids around. The real magic, though, it flips the script on isolation. Suddenly, your space screams come hang, instead of museum exhibit, do not touch. After a leaner gave it a glow-up, Lily didn't just visit. She lingered for hours, spilling tea on TikTok trends while they brainstormed wild ice cream flavors like pickle chocolate swirl. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Boom, connection unlocked, laughs amplified, and a leaner's heart felt lighter than a feather. It's not about erasing the past. It's about curating it so the present can party too, turning a lonely wall into a bridge for generations to bond over. But walls aren't the only sneaky barrier. Let's talk about those chairs that no one wants to sit in, the real silent killers of cozy vibes. Imagine a leaner's living room throne. A 30-year-old couch that's stiffer than a board meeting, with cushions sagging like they've given up on life, wooden armrests poking like judgmental elbows, and that faded floral pattern screaming vintage regret. It looked elegant back in the day when she and her hubby picked it for its sturdy charm, but now, family visits turned into floor-sitting marathons or quick porch escapes. Take Lily again. This time she perched for barely 10 minutes, wiggling like a worm on a hook, then popped up rubbing her back with a sheepish grin. Gran, it's like sitting on a rock. Can we chill outside instead? Alina felt a pang. She hadn't noticed how uncomfortable it was herself, clinging to it out of waste not, want not guilt, thinking it still worked. But here's the truth bomb, keeping outdated furniture isn't thrifty. It's a subtle repeller, turning your home from inviting haven to endurance test. As your go-to guru with decades decluttering senior spaces, I've revamped hundreds of comfy corners into chill zones, swapped that relic for something plush and joint-friendly, like two angled armchairs with soft upholstery, maybe in fun colors that pop, or even a modular sectional for flexible fun. Arrange them in a semicircle for eye contact magic, adding throw pillows and a side table for snacks. Boom, conversation central. Pro tip: ergonomic seating isn't just luxury. It's health gold, eases back pain, improves posture to prevent falls, a top risk for seniors, and boosts circulation for less swelling in legs, per insights from AARP and ergonomic studies. Mentally, it fights isolation by encouraging longer hangs, spiking endorphins from social chats that ward off depression. Physically, more movement-friendly spaces mean easier cleaning and fewer aches, freeing energy for hobbies like gardening or grandkid tag. I once helped a feisty grandpa in Chicago ditch his brick-like sofa for cushy recliners. Next visit, his kids lounged for hours watching old westerns, turning quick stops into stay-all-days. Alina followed suit, and suddenly Lily was begging for sleepovers, peeling oranges while they binge-watched cartoons and swapped silly stories. Who knew a squishy seat could shatter walls between generations, turning cold cleanliness into warm, laugh-filled connections? It's not about fancy upgrades. It's curating comfort that whispers stay a while, proving small shifts spark massive heart bonds. Moving on from those uninviting seats, let's tackle dreams that never took shape, the sneaky piles of someday stuff that turn passion into pressure. Visualize Alina's dining nook. A chaotic craft explosion with tangled yarn balls rolling like tumbleweeds, glue guns gathering dust bunnies, half-glued scrapbooks spilling secrets from 3 years ago, and a forgotten photo printer buried under glitter pens. It started as her hobby haven for family albums, but life got busy, and now it's a regret-ridden battlefield. Her son dropped by eager for a cook-off, but no counter space. They ended up barbecuing on the balcony like urban survivors, laughing awkwardly while the table mocked them. Those unfinished dreams didn't inspire. They overwhelmed Alina, zapping her zest and whispering failure every glance. As a seasoned space savior who's untangled countless senior stashes, picture me as the clutter whisperer with a side of sass. Ditch the mess. Box up the unused goodies and donate to local libraries or senior centers where eager creators can bring them to life. Keep just one blank notebook for spontaneous doodles or quick notes. Transform that table into a multi-purpose gem with clear zones for meals and games. Pro tip: clutter like this ramps up cortisol, hiking heart risks and fatigue in golden years, but clearing it boosts serotonin for mood lifts and sharper cognition, per heart health pros at the American Heart Association. Mentally, it erases overwhelm, sparking creativity without guilt. Physically, a tidy spot means safer cooking, no spills on chaos, and more energy for active fun. I once guided a witty widow in Boston to purge her knitting graveyard, repurpose the area into a puzzle paradise. And boom, grandkids swarmed for brain-teasing sessions that kept her mind nimble like a ninja. A leaner followed, donating the lot, and presto, family feasts flowed back with spicy hot wings, juicy tales, and belly-busting laughs around a clear table. It's not scrapping dreams. It's freeing space for real-life magic, proving unfinished projects are just invitations to start fresh bonds that heal the heart. And once those dream clutter piles are cleared, you'll spot the fourth offender. Layers that block affection, the overprotective shields turning your home into a sterile exhibit. Picture a leaner's setup: shiny plastic sheeting smothering the couch like a force field, remote zipped in a crinkly sleeve, table draped in thick vinyl armor, all to guard against spills and scratches. It kept things spotless, but when Lily eyed the sofa, she froze. "Gran, it's too pristine. I don't want to wrinkle or ruin it like sitting in a museum." Those barriers didn't protect. They built invisible walls, forcing tiptoe tension and killing casual cuddles. As your declutter dynamo with years peeling back senior sanctuaries, I'm like the anti-plastic crusader, armed with sass and scissors. Rip 'em off. Unveil the fabrics for a touchable, lived-in glow, swapping to machine-washable throws or coasters for easy upkeep. Pro tip: hidden plastics trap moisture and germs, risking mold that hits respiratory health hard in elders, but ditching them airs out spaces for better breathing and less joint strain from rigid postures, as noted by hygiene experts at the CDC. Mentally, it dissolves don't touch anxiety, fostering relaxation that curbs loneliness. Physically, simpler surfaces mean quicker wipes with less bending, preserving knees and backs for active days. I once coached a spunky grandma in Seattle to unwrap her fortress. Poof, her nieces sprawled out spilling tea, literal and gossip, turning stiff visits into soul-soothing shares. A leaner did the deed, wiping down freely, and mornings morphed into cozy breakfast heart-to-hearts with Lily, no shyness in sight. It's not forsaking cleanliness. It's stripping barriers to let love flow, proving a bare couch invites the warmest connections that nourish the soul. With those protective layers peeled away, the home breathes freer, revealing the fifth culprit: things saved for later, the just-in-case hoard jamming joy in the now. Envision a leaner's kitchen cabinets bursting like a time capsule. A pristine blender gifted 5 years back still boxed, fancy china plates for special guests gathering cobwebs, unopened steamer lurking in shadows, all hoarded out of guilt or phantom needs. Her daughter rummaged for basics, sighed softly. "Mom, just whip up what we crave, don't stash so much like prepping for apocalypse." That stockpile didn't secure, it crowded counters, breeding lack vibes that made folks hesitant to partake. As your hoard-busting hero with decades streamlining senior stashes, think of me as the anti-clutter ninja with witty one-liners. Audit ruthlessly. If untouched for a year, gift to neighbors or charities needing 'em now. Retain only daily essentials in clear bins for grab-and-go ease. Pro tip: overstock spikes decision fatigue, elevating blood pressure and anxiety in elders, but purging lightens loads for calmer hearts and minds, per Wellness Insights from the Mayo Clinic. Mentally, it shifts scarcity mindset to abundance, slashing depression risks. Physically, streamlined storage means less lifting, guarding joints while simplifying meals for better nutrition. I once mentored a savvy senior in Denver to unload his gadget graveyard. Kitchen reborn, drawing family for impromptu feasts without the costing mom guilt. A leaner culled hers, cooking simple spreads and guests relaxed into regulars, sharing bites and bonds freely. It's not deprivation. It's embracing enough today, unlocking a lighter life where love isn't saved but savored daily. As the just-in-case clutter vanishes, kitchens hum with ease, but one room often stays sealed. The sixth, the one who stayed, the one who left, a frozen tribute to loss that chills the living. See a leaner's husband's old den. Shirt still crisply hung like he's popping back any sec, slippers aligned by the bed as if mid-step, pill bottles on the nightstand etched with faded labels, photos scattered like whispers of yesteryears. After his passing 4 years prior, she preserved it so he wouldn't fade, but it morphed into a somber shrine, scaring off stays. Lily tiptoed past, whispering wide-eyed, "Gran, it's kinda spooky in there, like a sad ghost story." That space didn't honor. It isolated, turning grief into a barrier blocking fresh life. As your grief-to-growth guide who's gently reopened countless memorial rooms for seniors, I'm the gentle nudge with empathetic zingers, curate tenderly. Box cherished mementos, one shirt scented with memories, a fave photo in a labeled heart keepsake chest, repurpose the room as a sunny guest nook with fresh linens and open windows. Pro tip. Stagnant shrines harbor dust mites, worsening allergies and emotional stagnation, raising depression odds in elders. But refreshing airs it out for better sleep and immunity, echoed by bereavement studies from the APA. Mentally, it processes loss healthily, easing chronic sorrow. Physically, active use prevents musty hazards while inviting movement that lifts spirits. I once supported a resilient widower in Phoenix to transform his wife's study into a craft corner. Grandkids flooded in for art jams, melting isolation into vibrant vibes. A leaner sorted softly, napping their first time in ages, waking lighter. The room bloomed into sleepover central, weaving old love with new laughs. It's not forgetting. It's honoring by living on, showing sacred spaces evolve to cradle ongoing bonds that heal deeply. Finally, with memorial rooms reborn, hearts lighten, unveiling the seventh shadow, unspoken resentment, the buried grudges that poison the air without a word. Envision a leaner's subtle slips. Over meals, she'd calmly recall a 30-year-old loan from her sis-in-law never repaid, a hubby's unkept promise, or a forgotten birthday, voice steady but vibes heavy like storm clouds. Lily piped up innocently, "Gran, I feel kinda guilty hearing that, 'cause I wasn't even born yet." Those echoes didn't vent, they weighed down chats, making loved ones feel inadequate or drained. As your resentment-releasing rocker who's coached seniors through emotional declutters, I'm the grudge buster with compassionate quips. Release gently. Shred old letters or journals in a closure ritual, no drama, just tie with ribbon and bin. Pivot to present-focused talks. Pro tip. Harboring hurt spikes blood pressure and cortisol, risking heart issues and sleep woes in elders, but letting go lowers inflammation and boosts immunity, as per psych studies from the APA. Mentally, it frees from cycles of pain, curbing anxiety. Physically, reduced stress means steadier moods and energy for joyful pursuits. I once aided a fiery grandma in Miami to torch her pain diary. Family gatherings shifted from tense to triumphant, full of fresh tales and hugs. A leaner bundled hers away, phoning kin for health check-ins sans past digs. Stillness settled, blooming into pure joy chats. It's not ignoring wounds, it's healing them quietly, revealing that dropping grudges invites the deepest, unburdened love that truly connects souls. Phew, what a ride. Bottom line, Eleanor didn't flip her life overnight. Just small tweaks like decluttering one corner at a time turned her tidy tomb into a love hub. As your home health buddy, remember, clean homes rock for physical perks, fewer falls, better air, but add warmth to zap loneliness. Keep what sparks joy today, ditch the rest. If this hit home, smash subscribe. We're your chill guide to senior living hacks. Catch you next time for more laughs and lifesavers. Peace out.